Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Glad to have you with us. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm taking a little break. We have been getting our house ready for sale, and I think we finally got it about ready. We listed it last night and getting a lot of activity out there. No takers yet, but at least people are looking at it. So hopefully we'll get this part of our life done. We'll get moved out to our new property hopefully in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Everything just takes time. I'm tired. I'm just taking a break right now. I was going to do some work outside today, but we've got thunderstorms in the area. You can hear thunder occasionally in the background, so I'm undercover, so I should be okay. I did a lot of yard work the past couple days. Got my yard cleared up, ready to go. You can kind of see it behind us. Like I said in another post, we sit on almost 3 acres, so it's a nice piece of land, and we have a lot of mature trees. We have fruit trees, hardwoods, pines, a little bit of everything for all your different tastes. And when I keep it trimmed up, it almost has a park-like experience. I do like the property. I'm going to miss it, I think, when I move to our new property. However, I'm not going to miss the direction that the county has taken, and they want to become a little more urbanized, which is a little more than I want. Also different today, you'll see that my face is a little bit bigger than usual. I'm working off of a selfie stick, which is something I normally don't do. I typically have a table set up and have my phone on a tripod of sorts and get a little bit further away, but since we've got all my stuff put up, I'm sitting in a chair using a selfie stick. So that's what we got going on here. Still getting ready to move. Everything is moving forward on our property out in another county where we're moving to, which is a more rural county. Our biggest delayer right now is weather. You've got to have good weather to do some of the things. And we're kind of in a little rainy season here. It's just been raining just enough to slow down work, but hopefully in the next 3 or 4 weeks we'll be out there and not here, and that'll be exciting. Like I said, this is still not a bad place to live. If you are a more suburban person than I am, then it really is a great place, and this is a great piece of property. I am going to miss it, and so but I do like the peace and quiet. Where I'm going, the loudest noise you hear is a rooster crow, so I kind of like that. I wanted to take a couple minutes today, and I wanted to talk about community. And you know, there's other people out there that talk about, you know, the types of communities that they're developing, and really what I wanted to say is that, you know, a community is a community, and it doesn't have to necessarily fall into a certain standard or a certain norms. I think where I'm going, there's a great community out there. I already know a lot of people. They are typical country folk. They are kind of stick to themselves. They are helpful when you need help. They're generous with their time and with their things. However, am I going to form them into a Special Operations / Special Forces / Green Beret A-team? The answer is no. That's probably not going to happen. However, we do look out after each other. We do watch each other. We watch each other's backs. We get to know each other. And we help each other. And I think that's every bit as important for a community as all this other stuff. So when you are looking at your community, you know, don't try to fit it into a certain mold. You know, out where I'm going, yeah, people have guns. People know how to use guns. There's probably veterans out there. I haven't really gone deep into everybody, who they are yet. But in general, everybody I met out there is good people. And I think if things go south, or when things go south, they'll be there, and we'll have that community, and we will protect that little community we have. Will we be able to like I said, be a Special Forces A team? Probably not, because most people up there are a little bit older. So, that right there. I mean, if you look at me, I'm not a young guy anymore, and so. But the idea is that wherever you are, develop a community. Know your friends, know your neighbors, help your neighbors, let your neighbors help you. That's important. And develop what community you can with, as Pastor Joe Fox would say, with what you got, where you are. And so for me, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to continue to try to get us to work together, to do projects together, to develop that community. And, when we talk about armed conflict and roving gangs and stuff, and that's kind of suburbia stuff. I mean, where I am, if you're not from around there, you probably don't want to be out there after dark. It's just not a good thing. And so, looking at it and looking at the probability of, conflict and firefights where I am is probably a little remote. And so, while we should be prepared to defend ourselves, I don't think that we are going to put ourselves in a position where we're going to engage in firefights. In fact, if anything, we're going to run away. We're going to move away from the firefight, and we'll let them take it by force without force. In other words, they can move in, and then we'll just sit in the hills and pick them off one by one until they get tired of us. We're just not. A lot of us are not in that running and gunning stage anymore. But we know how. There's a t-shirt out there that says, old age and treachery beats skill and inexperience every time. And so, at my age, we use more of this and a little bit less of this. And I think we'll be fine. So, again, talking about your communities, just develop what community you can. If you go in there and you start talking M4s and AR-15s and stockpiling ammos and all this other stuff, some of those country folk will just think you're nuts. And they'll walk away from you, and they will put you in that category. You stay over there and I'll stay over here. That's just the way some country folks are. Then again, you may run into somebody that's right there with you. Oh yeah, I got 10,000 rounds and blah, 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 But, be a friend first. Get to know these people before you start, going off on some of these tangents. I mean, a lot of folks in the country, they're already canning and putting food by, and, they've got livestock and chickens and whatever already. So, they kind of do that as part of their lifestyle. It's not something new to them. I mean, that's what we do. It's part of our lifestyle. We go and we can and we cook and we put up, is that's part of the way we live. And so we don't have to talk about that. One of the things that we like to do is we kind of share some of our canned goods with others, and we get into that rotation where everybody's kind of giving everybody, their canned goods that they made, homemade jellies, homemade pies. And that's kind of a thing in itself, and it helps promote, your community getting to know one another. If your neighbor's got a tractor stuck, you go help him dig it out as much you can, as best you can. If he needs a ride, you give him a ride. All that. So, don't think that, everybody's going to be in a militia type community. It just may be a bunch of good old country boys and gals, and they get together and we have some fun. We get to know each other. We help each other. And if something bad happens, we know that we'll be there for each other, and that's important. So keep that in mind when you do your communities. Anyhow, I know my YouTubes have been a little bit scarce. We've just been so busy getting this house ready, painting and fixing and repairing all the little nicks and knacks. And I think we're about done, where we could just keep it cleaned enough to sell it. And whew, I told myself last time I wasn't going to do this again. And here I am. Hopefully this is the last time. Moving is such a stress. I really don't like it anymore. And hopefully this next one will be my final resting place. where I'm moving to, you darn near have to pipe in sunshine. You definitely have to pipe in internet and phone service, because there's no phone, there's no cable, there's no DSL, no fiber optic out there, nothing. And we live on a gravel road, and so it's kind of the area where we want to live in, and hopefully we'll enjoy our lives there, take us into retirement. So, hey, I just wanted to take a quick minute, touch base, see how everybody's doing. I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll try to get a little more active on YouTube as this move gets through. Still got 3, 4, 5 more, 6 more weeks of selling and moving. So, but I'll try and keep you posted as I can. So everybody stay safe and stay secure. We'll see you.